child. I mean, today's episode was crazy, and clearly you can't trust anybody. We knew Michelle was up to no good. Ben can't resist the urge to kill, and we're gonna get into more about Esme and her sister and Ryan and the NFAA gang. We're talking Purge Season 2, Episode 5, House of Mirrors. Purgers, stay tuned.
I'm Maria Menounos, and you're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Oh my gosh.
Hey guys, I know we do the Purge every week, but somehow I'm still not ready.
I just purged before the show. I'm good.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
You guys, welcome to the Purge After Show. As excited and scared as we are, we're excited to get this show started.
Yes.
But where's Ty Ty? Is he?
I said purged before
Did
the
you
show.
lock him out?
Something else, Danny.
Leave a comment down below where you think Tyler may be. Tyler, stay safe out there. Okay? But welcome, guys, to the Purge After Show. I am Jamie Graham. So excited to be here, but I am not alone. Who do I have next to me?
Who do you have next to me? What's up? It's your boy Danny Royce.
Hey guys, it's Ollie, Jen, and Danny. I also purged some tacos before the show,
Nice.
so that was my purge for Purge Night.
Okay. Face
All right.
that way when you talk. No,
All right.
Well, I'm about to purge Danny with my breath.
It's possible. It's possible. All right, guys, we're excited to be back. Now, this episode was Wild House of Mirrors.
Yeah.
Clearly, you know, we have illusions with people, and they're not as they seem. So, again, to our overall thoughts, what did you think of today's episode?
Well, first of all, I know we'll talk more about it, but I know in this episode, I'm thinking time's going by fast between these Purge nights. I mean, I'm still thinking we're going to get to Purge Night eventually by the end of the season, but 134 days until Purge Night, I'm like, we just got done with Purge.
Exactly.
We cannot escape Purge. I really thought this was a great episode. Everyone kind of got some good screen time. Ben, I know I'm not here for Ben, but I'm here for the storyline, keeping me on the edge of the seat.
Right.
Super excited to talk about it. But yeah, what'd you think, Danny?
Yeah, it was a crazy episode. They're moving fast. We're more than halfway to the next Purge. I'm kind of looking forward to the Purge. I feel like I'm in there like, okay, when's the Purge coming? Ben's story is crazy. So that one, but I'm curious to see how far Marcus is going to take this. So I'm excited to talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm just going to piggyback on what you guys said, because I think that Ben's storyline is the most exciting out of everyone's.
Mm-hmm.
Then I would say probably second, Marcus and Michelle. Ryan and the NFAA, I'm trying to stay away. I think it's okay. You know, the most exciting part was the guy getting shot.
Right.
And we didn't really know his name like that. And then Esme
got pretty excited.
Ooh.
It
Definitely.
did. You know, you dirty girl, you dirty. She did her dad. And we're going to get into that. But I think first, let's get into Ryan and the NFAA gang. So they go to this house. They have this plan to continue this plan to, you know, look into this house. And it's clearly not theirs. Doug kind of dropped the ball, but it's not really his fault. Of course, a black man driving.
Of course.
Security sees him. Just in that scene alone, what were you all's initial thoughts?
I was like, oh, this is not surprising.
Yeah, I was like, here we go.
On a golf course and a country club. I was like, but I do appreciate how, the Purge put that in there. It's like, it's realistic. This is still the world we live in. Mm-hmm. So purging or not.
He was like, wasn't he like not the only? He was the only person of color on that golf course.
That's why they were like,
What's new?
"Are you a member?"
So
say yes. I would have loved him to.
No, I got so nervous for him though, because I knowing the fact that the NFFA and NFFA, I was right the first time. Knowing the fact that they cover up murders, I was like, oh my gosh, Doug. He's not the biggest character on the show, so I was thinking he was gonna get purged and get covered up, but luckily he didn't, so that was good.
Wrong country club.
Exactly, right. Which I was mad that he even got out the car. I was like, there's security.
Right.
They are not cops.
That's what I was like.
Call the cops on your phone. Where's your phone? Like, record this whole situation going on. But I was just like, you really got out the car? All right. I would have just been like, yeah, give him my license plate number and call the cops. It's fine. But once he goes in there, things kind of go left. And then once he, of course, leaves the building, he sees that the actual NFA members whose car was there is no longer there. At first, we thought his car got towed, which was completely wrong. I don't know what you guys' initial thoughts were, but we were like, where'd his car go? He's rushing to his car. His ass is late, and now Ryan and his other crew, they're in trouble. So, what were your thoughts when the rest of the NFA crew come into their house and they see that someone is there, intruders?
Well, the guy that was supposed to keep his post walked out and started looking at the house. So that once he did that, I knew something was going to happen. But I was just hoping for a gun down. I was like, someone's going to walk out of here dead.
Mm-hmm.
No plan.
No, I agree. Finally, that woke me up when I started shooting and see like what's her face starting like throw hands and whatnot, or start shooting and whatnot. So that was cool. I knew it wasn't gonna go successful because we're at episode 5.
Right.
So clearly they can't be completely successful with their heist. It has to go wrong. But yeah, I'm interested in seeing where it goes. Like obviously Jamie will bring up more. We'll see it. We see a familiar, scary face later on, but I just want something more exciting from this storyline, personally.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know. I thought I could have used a little bit more as far as Ryan and them, because I feel like they're always on a heist that goes wrong. You know, we saw that from the first episode with the Purge. Then I feel like an episode or 2 ago, they also got caught with something. And we're going to call her Blonde Betty. If you guys know her name, let us know down below.
Blonde Betty.
Blonde Betty, she's always coming up. She's one of the head people of the NFAA. And now she wants a piece of the pie. Right. She wants to also be in Ryan's plan. Ryan is cutting everybody a check. And we can say this per predictions. You guys have to stay tuned. But I don't see anything good coming of this with Ryan and him making promises to any and everybody about his plan. Your plan's not even intact yet. You still got to get Tommy out of jail, and I just don't know like where you see this. I don't think he's really thinking it through.
I mean, I have to disagree. I think Ryan has an overall plan that he's saving because he's too smart. Like his character is just too smart to just be saying stuff not to say it. He's had to have thought this through. I think the only person he actually really trusts is what's the girl's name? His partner, and then the black guy. I can't remember names. Doug. There you go.
Chat. Let us know the girl's name.
Let us know the girl's name. The sidekick. The sidekick.
Yeah, sidekick.
No, but I really think that he has a plan, and I don't care for the storyline too much. Like it's not that exciting. However, I do appreciate the underdog story because they are the underdogs and they always seem to get out.
Yeah, it's not a bad storyline. It's just like I'm so much more interested in the other characters. Of course, yeah. And like what I love about the storyline is obviously Ryan isn't a bad person at all. He's doing this for the greater good of other people, his family, his mom who's going through dementia or Alzheimer's, whatever she has.
Robin Hood.
Exactly. He's the Robin Hood archetype, and I found it interesting. I will say that him wanting so bad to get away from this blonde woman in the past, he now has to go back to her. And it was funny, he's trying to get away from just the system, and he had to get saved by the cops at the end of the day and get back into the system in order to eventually escape the system with the eventual heist on Purge Night. So that was ironic. It was a mess. It was a roller coaster mess.
Right, and then it's like we see that now from the latest date that we saw, they have 134 days left until Purge Day. And I know Tommy is just sweating in jail. and that's the thing. That's at the end of the day, they have to get him out. And I want to shout out our live chat.
Yes.
Logan Knight says they probably don't know how to get Tommy out since it's going to be hard and they might need a well thought out plan. I don't know. I mean, how is a plan well thought out if you're letting everybody into your plan? Houseway. But I'm going to just leave that at that. You guys let us know your thoughts. But I really want to get into Marcus and Michelle and the spy that he hired. I am, first of all, so proud of Marcus for hiring a spy, and he's finally getting the details. So what were you guys' thoughts on just Marcus and then he's, actually meeting his spy? Right. Do you trust the spy? Because we've seen how that worked out. With season 1, homegirl got killed. So, what do you guys think?
Asmarie.
Yeah.
Shout out to Asmarie.
I don't know. I don't know if I really trust the guy. I mean, he is about his business. Like, he returned. Like, he made his promise. However, I don't know if he's going to come back and, I don't know, want something else for something. I don't know. But I'm proud of Marcus, too. And I think me and you were like, in the beginning, we never really trust his wife. Like, it was just something. I didn't think she set up the purge, or the hit, but she had something to do with it. So we actually, see that play out. But go Marcus. Go ahead. I mean, and don't let your wife get away like that. Do something. I mean, don't purge her but do something.
Michelle, you're not off the hook yet.
Right, don't
She's
don't
not.
put off the hook.
And it's like already, they've made her character seem so distrusting. So I'm like, I don't know how they're going to carry this out because I don't want it to be too predictable.
Right.
And I will say, like I've said a couple episodes before, they have done a great job this season at making it way more entertaining and throwing us for a loop already. And we're only in episode 5. So shout outs to the creators for that. But I want to get into what the spy said. He says, names have consequences and they require a price. So he said, cough up that money.
Right.
I'll get you your name. But you also have to do something for me. So tit for tat. And so he shows up to Marcus's house, which I was shocked at.
It's crazy.
Because I was just nervous, even though Purge is clearly, the last Purge was half a year ago. I was just nervous because it's like this random man yelling through the camera system. The neighbors are probably looking. I just, you would think that he would be more discreet about it, but maybe.
Right. It's like the quote unquote nice neighborhood that he's now living in. And then also, he found the spy off Ivory Road, right? The shady, what's it called? Dark web / Craigslist. The Craigslist of the dark web. So it just wasn't. I mean, when he brought the dude over, right? At first, I completely forgot that. I thought he took Marcus somewhere else, and to realize, oh wait, no, he brought the fool to Marcus's house. Michelle's on the way. But I think it worked out in the sense, obviously, because we needed Marcus to kind of reveal his actions in order for Michelle to reveal her infidelity.
Right. I just kind of wish that he had found out more about Michelle before she knew, because now I feel like she almost knows too much. And so I guess we'll kind of segue into that. So Marcus is helping out the spy's friend with his leg. It's his busted up leg. And then Michelle texts him. This is why it's important to check your phone.
Oh, yeah.
Don't have a cell phone if you're not going to use it. You know what I'm saying?
Put it on, don't put it on mute or vibrate when you walk away from it.
Exactly.
Especially when you're doing an operation on your kitchen table. Like, you don't want to do that.
And I get it. Like, he is doing an operation, but it's like you could have stalled her for time and, gotten certain things. But I'm also glad that she came in, too. So we find out that Sam Tucker is the name. So I'm guessing this is the tall man with the long hair that Michelle was hush-hush about before. But she admits that she had an affair. Were we shocked, or do we even believe that it's an affair?
Yeah.
For sure?
I do.
Okay. Because she could be lying about that,
there's
too.
There's something we're missing, clearly. There's a puzzle piece we're missing.
I think she's lying about something, or she's keeping something away, but definitely an affair. I think that was it. Part of it. That's part of it.
For sure there could be an affair because, again, this is his second wife, right? But then part of me, and we'll save this for prediction, so make sure you save yours too, but could that really have been an affair? Or what if this is just someone that she hired to kill off Marcus? Marcus got a lot of money. He has a great job. He's always working. Maybe it's a mixture of both where she's in cahoots with Sam to say, hey, do this. Like, how does she not know? I'm just wondering.
Where's Darren? Where's their kid? Where's his son?
Yeah.
I'm interested. Maybe they're trying to throw us off.
And what does he think of Michelle? And you know what I thought was interesting, too? So, first of all, she just so blatantly and so quickly said, I had an affair. That's why part of me doesn't believe her. There's one. And then, two, she said that she had this affair. It ended last summer. What's the key here? Well, his ex-wife, I believe her name was Tanya, said that a man who had long hair came by her house all the way on the other side of town to ask where Marcus was, or to ask about Marcus. Eerie much? So what were you guys' thoughts on that? Because it coincides with the same time that Tanya said a strange man was asking for Marcus.
I don't know. It's interesting.
But why did that man go? If that was Sam? If that was Sam, why is he going over to Tanya? How does Tanya play into this?
I don't think Sam was the one with the long hair because...
But maybe he cut it, though. Maybe he cut it. That was a year ago.
It could be a year ago.
They trying to throw us for a loop, Jamie.
Yeah.
Right, Jamie?
I know, right?
And then I think... I won't say... I'll say that for predictions.
It's
but
too much just... Yeah.
But I was going to say something. I wonder if we're also going to see that shady guy again, because you said, Jamie, the shady white guy who just came up with the freaking messed up knee guy.
Yeah. That's what I
We
said.
don't have names.
The spy guy.
That's something about the Purge season 2. I will say, one of my critiques, you need to give us their names up front.
Oh, for sure.
But my last thing I'll say is, I wonder if we're going to see that white guy again, the shady, whatever his name, from Ivory Roads, because he did say every name has a price.
That's what I'm saying,
And then what threw me off was, he said, don't worry about how he got like this, when he was doing that.
Right.
So I was like, okay, this is really shady. I have a feeling he's going to come back. He's going to come back to the house.
Back. He's going to want something.
That's predictions, I know. But, like, there's just something that wasn't...
something there.
Yeah.
And also, their house has cameras. I'm sure they're recording. I'm sure she can see who Marcus is talking to or who comes up to the doorbell. And then now she's seen his face. You don't know how much power Michelle could have, or where she comes from. So it's very interesting because Tanya and Michelle they just seem like two completely different people. So we'll get into that. But before we get into our next topic, Danny, what you got for us?
I got a great message for you all. Now, we here at AfterBuzz, we cover so many shows, sports, entertainment, and we love doing it, and we still want to keep doing it. And we ask that you support us by liking, subscribing, giving us thumbs up, 5 stars, all that great stuff, because we love to continue to bring you all the news, all the gossip, and talk about our favorite shows, The Purge being one. And we love your support, and thank you for coming and visiting with us and talking to us in the chat room. We're going to get to some more of you guys. So just continue to do that, and we love being the ESPN of TV talk here at AfterBuzz. Back to you, Jamie.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Back to our regular scheduled program. All right, guys. So next, Esme or Esmeralda, we found out more about her and her sister Sophia and Apa. So, okay. Esme, because there's so much going on with her, with Dr. Drew, and then we found out about another doctor and all these things. So long story short, she has a sister named Sophia who has left to live with Apa. Poor girl. Yeah. This man is depressed. He's halfway disabled, and she's left to take care of him and to deal with all of his abuse. And we see the marks. So we're learning more about Sophia. She seems down herself. And then we also learn that she's been going to therapy, and she even has tried to stop. So clearly this is her little sister. Esmeralda or Esme is a lot older than her. But that was the final straw for her as to why she let Apa to the wolves, to the purgers. Was she messed up? Yes or no? What were your thoughts on Esme just leaving her father out there?
Honestly, I don't think I could do it, but I understand why and how she did. Who knows how long the molestation started? Like, and as they said, the Ama, when she died, that's gruesome. And your younger sister that you are supposed to protect and to have with you, and you felt like you couldn't. That would piss me off. Yeah, but I don't know if I would let him out there. But I understand exactly why she did it.
Agree.
Yeah,
it is.
It's so tough because my heart's just so big. Clearly, I understand why she did it, but hearing his screams and him getting killed, that is tough because I'm like, oh, he's a human being out there. But at the same time, Esme chose to make the decision, I'm going to purge you out of my life. Well, someone else is going to purge you.
Right.
But literally, I'm going to purge you out of my life and Sophia's life because she ran away because of you, what you did. So in a way, I had to just suck it up and be like, bye.
Right.
Bye, Appa.
I was like, don't let him in. But, all that screaming and stuff, but imagine Sophia screaming every night.
Exactly.
Every night. And that's what was playing through her head, I'm sure.
And maybe the depression was all a lie, to cover up the molestation and the abuse.
Yeah, and then he was also probably trying, of course, fill the void by drinking to, get over his wife's death. And just a sick man. But also, all the screaming wasn't going to help you, Appa.
Nope.
That's why the person found you, because you're screaming.
That's why you be quiet.
Esmeralda, what? They can hear you. What are you doing? I would just all this screaming, and you're leading people to the house, and I'm about to literally kick you out.
That was crazy.
All.
I didn't
You're not
understand.
going to have me killed.
I didn't understand why he kept screaming.
But I was all around the house, the dog was barking, and then the dog stopped. I was more worried about the dog. Is the dog okay? The dog was barking, then all of a sudden I couldn't hear him barking. But Apa, may you rest in peace. And Esme, may you have more peace. Now, Sophia, do we think we'll save this for predictions, but think about this.
I got a prediction for her.
Do you think that Sophia is alive? Did she get purged? Or is she, still alive and maybe she's, just out here on the run?
She's alive.
Okay. All right. Save it for predictions. We'll get into that. But now, the most exciting storyline of this episode.
What you've been waiting for.
This crazy ass literally cannot resist the urge to kill. So I want to start with the date scene. Because Andy's creepy self, okay, they're on a little double date. and
they don't ever work.
And it's not even
a double blind date.
A double poor Bonnie. Okay, at first I was like the cute black girl, but her name was Bonnie. We got one name. Okay? I made sure to get hers. But Bonnie, she was like, oh no, all he talks about is the purge. I don't want to be on his hit list. And honestly, Ben,
and you're talking to the wrong guy. Talking about the wrong guy.
Yeah, but the thing is, I thought that Andy was the more creepier one than Ben at first. And so then as time goes, you know, Ben's like, oh, what's wrong with Andy? Blah, blah, blah. He feels so comfortable with Andy, playing video games, of course, with guns, and he tells him all about the incident with the farmer. It wasn't a heat stroke, it was me. So I as soon as that happened, Danny, you saw my reaction. I was just like, what are you doing? Like, why would you do that? Why? Because I don't trust Andy. And I was like, either Andy's going to kill you or he's going to tell.
I knew it, yeah.
So, but also, Andy, I feel like he had some nerve to, like, all this purge talk that you say, and then all of a sudden when Ben says, oh yeah, like the day after, maybe 5 hours later, I also purged someone else. Like, okay, so now you want to, you know, it's illegal.
Save
it's just,
face.
You know, and literally Ben had said something which I thought that Andy was going to agree with. He says, well, how can something be so right one day and then wrong the very next?
Yeah,
he made a point there.
Yeah.
That's for sure in this universe.
I mean, Andy's like more of the cut straight, like follow the rules. Like that's the kind of person he is. Wait for purge time, and then when the siren rings, don't do anything. I was like, that's the type of person he is, and I knew when he was telling me we were both watching.
I was like, what are you doing?
And then I was like, oh, okay, this is not going to go well.
Worst case of word vomit ever.
Then, like, Andy, he just gave me poser vibes all of a sudden. I'm thinking, oh, yeah, you're not about that life.
He kind of deserved it.
He's not about that life.
No, he deserved what he got. And I was just surprised. And then Ben clearly had the nerve to kill him in his own... Or that was Ben's dorm, right? That was Ben's dorms, or was that Andy's dorm?
No,
that was Andy's dorm.
Andy's dorm. Damn.
Because he left his wallet in there.
Right.
Gotcha. Okay, that explains things. Because what's his face? Ben lives in a frat house or something like that, I think.
Yeah.
With a bunch of people. Okay, that
makes
sense.
Guys he doesn't fit in with. So I'm like, why are you going to kill Andy? He could have tag teamed up with you so that you can kill Tyler.
Right. He thought he had a friend, you know? He had somebody he could, you know, love.
After 2 weeks, well, I guess it has been like a couple months, but still.
Because they had me thinking, oh, I gotta fear Andy's ass, but no, I gotta just fear Ben's ass even more now.
And it's gotten worse.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, his girlfriend, I think she should be asking more questions. Unless she is suspicious, but she just seems so oblivious to everything that Ben is doing. And I'm like, girl, that's so many people in relationships with people they don't know. That's a word for something. But yeah, he scares me. And also, Andy, why did you have all these knives on your wall?
Oh my god!
What was? No wonder.
Does he
you
have
were ready to be killed.
Where was his roommate?
I don't even know.
I don't even know. It looked like a bunk bed or something.
Unless he purged his roommate.
Who knows?
Child, I don't know. But yeah, I just thought it was very interesting how that all ended up happening. And then, of course, the alarms are sounded and the students have to evacuate. Very school-like. We've all, gone through fire drills and things like that. They're making it seem like it's not this big of a deal.
Right.
Do you think that the school knew that someone had been killed and that's why they sounded like, what do we think happened?
Oh, well, I don't know if I want to save it for predictions, but originally I felt that someone had saw Ben do it or leave the scene and they pulled it so that he wouldn't actually get caught. So somebody was helping him. Mm-hmm. That's originally what I thought. And then now I'm like, oh, did Andy pull it? But that doesn't make sense because everyone's out the building. Wouldn't he want some help? So I don't know exactly. I'm still figuring that one out.
It seems, thinking about it, I was like, oh, maybe it's just a coincidence. But no, it's too much of a coincidence that it happened directly after he murdered Andy in his own dorm. So I'm thinking, okay, where's Darren's ass? I still don't know where Darren's ass is in this episode. So I wonder if he has something to do with it. Or we do know that, what's his face? Ben killed that one social justice warrior girl by the end of the episode, right? Last week. Mm-hmm. So I'm wondering if someone's on to Ben.
That's
because he's leaving a trail. He's not really leaving a trail, but in a sense he is. So I think someone's watching him, I think. We're not picking that up yet, but that's predictions.
So that's going to be good for predictions, but also just for people in the live chat and also people watching. Leave a comment. Who do you think could be helping Ben? Do you think someone close to him is on to what he's doing?
That's what I
good.
got.
Logan Knight's like, in defense of Andy, he probably didn't think someone like Ben could kill someone when it wasn't Purge Night and didn't deserve to die.
Yeah.
Cassandra's like, exactly, where's Darren? Thank you, Cassandra. You're my girl. Thank you.
And also, I just think that he didn't know all about Ben's true intentions. I think because he even said like, oh, you don't even tell your girlfriend that that you did this and done that, and it's like I think he was scared to see someone who was more dangerous than himself.
Right.
Yeah.
It's kind of like doing drugs or something like that, but with purging though, it's like, oh, really? Are you about that? Are you about that? And he wasn't. And
he was not on
wasn't.
Purge Night, nor not on Purge.
Right. Wow. I mean, well, between Ryan and Esme and Marcus and Ben's crazy ass. Also, well, hold on. Before I even get into that, Andy, of course, he made it to the elevator.
Right.
He did.
I thought he was dead. I thought he was a goner, but he was able to make it to the elevator. Maybe he was the one that pulled an alarm just in case.
That's what I was thinking, but it didn't make sense.
It was like almost too close.
yeah,
I mean,
it kind of happened.
He would want people to see. He would want help. So why would you pull the alarm so everyone can leave? Doesn't make sense.
Yeah. And it happened too quickly because he looked like he was knocked out. He probably tried to get up, did his best to get out. Didn't work in his favor, clearly, because he ran out of time. He ran out of blood.
Yeah, because part of me, I'm like, he might be a goner now because they did find him in the elevator. I'm happy he was found. But we'll have to say that per prediction. Clearly, Ben, I'm going to have to say he needs some help, but we're going to find out who should we purge or purify. That's our special segment, and Ollie is going to take it away.
Yes, Jamie. Thank you very much for that segue. I think you meant purge or purify.
Or purify. Purge or purify.
Broadcast system
we go.
announcing the commencement of the annual purge.
What's up, everyone? You know what this segment is. It's called Purge or Purify. In this episode, would you purge or purify someone or something in this episode? And what do you guys think? Do you want me to go first, or do you want to go first?
You started off. Start us off.
Oh, my gosh. Guys, Ollie would like to purge Ben, but I think that's the most... No. Let me finish.
Right.
I would like to purge Ben, but he's the most interesting storyline. So I'm not going to purge him. But who I will purge, I'll tell you. I decided, no. I'm not going to purge. I'm going to purify. I'm going to purify Sophia. Because we'll save it for predictions, but I just want the girl to be okay because suffering from abuse from your own father, a family member, is not okay. And I do like the purges kind of like tackling that season because a lot of people go through that and it's really sad and it's really hard to overcome that. So I'm hoping, Sophia, wherever you are, if you're alive, you're in a good place and you're purified.
Purified.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think I'd purify Esme. She has a lot going on.
Yeah.
You know, she let her dad get eaten by the wolves. Sophia, she lost Sophia after trying to save her. She lost Dr. Drew that she owes her life to. I mean, give a girl a break.
Sounds like she need to be purged. She sucks. You letting everybody down.
She's trying, though. She's trying. She's got a great heart.
Yeah.
I guess.
Poor thing.
All right.
But I would purge this. I would purge someone this episode, too, but I'll let that say.
I would say I will purify Appa because after his wife died, I mean, he just needs to purify, like, he needs a cleansing.
Right.
And I feel like had he been cleansed before, maybe nothing would have happened between him and Esme and whoever else he's abused and touched. So I'm saying I would have rather purified him before the abuse.
Right.
So Appa, wish it never happened, but... you got purged. And if I were to purge somebody, honestly, I would just purge Ryan and his whole NFAA gang. The storyline is boring. You failed Tommy. And right now, you're taking almost half a year to get him out. Like, come on. Y'all don't care.
I would purge Blonde Betty.
Yeah, she's first. The whole NFAA crew. They need new hiring. Applications are due. So, yeah.
I might purge the Johnsons, that one shady family on the court. I didn't like them.
Which one was that?
They were
That
just
was the one-
the crazy, the redhead
house,
lady.
right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
that
why
was
I
the
said
house.
purify, because her accent was so strong that I was just like, this lady's crazy. But she could definitely carry a gun. I was like, she goes hard. So I actually kind of liked her for that. I want her on my team, and I just loved her voice.
She seems crazy as hell, too.
Right, she did.
Definitely.
That was just a crazy episode. So, because it was so crazy, we have some crazy predictions.
We do.
Get your thinking caps on, everybody.
AfterBuzz TV predictions.
what do we think will happen next? And I know we had like a couple questions. Now with Sam Tucker and Michelle, do we think that they really had an affair? And does Michelle have something to do with it? Was she really shocked about Sam and all of that? Another one I want to bring up is with Sophia. Is she still alive? And what is she doing now? Where could she be? Is she in, New Orleans? Because remember that intro? I don't know. I know she wasn't there, but, it's just, did she get a purge package and move somewhere and get some sort of return flight somewhere?
Package.
And then with Ben and Andy, what's going to happen with him? So just so many thoughts, but what do you guys think?
Oh my gosh. Do you want to go first,
I'll
Danny?
go first. I'll go for it.
All right.
So I think Sophia's coming back.
Okay.
Sophia's going to come back in Esmeralda's life. Going to show up some way, somehow. With Marcus and that whole situation, as we saw in the previews for next week, they're all in one room. So I think some truths are going to come out. And I kind of think that all three of them were against Marcus, trying to get him killed. In some way, some triple, like we're going back to season 1 with the triple threat. I don't know. I don't know why I'm feeling that. And then I think Tommy is, they're going to try to get Tommy out on Purge Night because that's like literally the only night they can and when everything's just legal.
Right.
I think they're going to pull it off that night.
That's a good one, Danny. All right.
I like that this show's not predictable.
Right.
Because I don't know where they're going with Marcus. Like, I think it's a little bit too predictable. I think Michelle kind of did lie. Like, she thought really quickly on her feet to tell Marcus who Sam was. We had an affair.
Yeah.
And they're going to clearly meet. I think they're going to have, like, a really heated confrontation next week. I just don't know why they're trying to... What is so bad about Marcus? What? So there has to be maybe something is bad with Marcus that we're not seeing, that we don't get the full story about. Maybe he screwed with the wrong people at some point. And then Esme, we forgot to mention, I just thought of this now, she had the tracker in her her belongings.
Oh, right.
So we're seeing in the preview that she's on the run. That kind of sucks. I think she's going to team up with homeboy Ryan's crew to kind of work together.
They gotta work each other.
Power in numbers, people. Power's
Get
in
Tommy
numbers.
out.
Because they got at the end of the day, they got to defeat the NFFA.
Yeah.
And I think Sophia. I think she's alive. Shout out to Dr. Lee too. Said if they haven't addressed it, she's alive.
Yeah.
Because she's really cool looking actor, talented, so she's got to be coming back at some point. I just don't know where she's been, and so I think Dr. Drew helped her out a lot.
Right.
And she's in a better place, but I just don't know where yet. So those are my predictions. And Ben's off the hook for now because I think a lot of people are going to think that Andy did like suicide or something.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
that's
oh
true.
my gosh. I just know that this next Purge Night is going to be so crazy. So I'm really excited for that.
It's crazy.
Let's see here. So I'm thinking Marcus. Here's what I'm also thinking and hoping. So this is why my predictions are always far-fetched. Mark is going to kill Michelle. They're going to purge each other. They're going to try to purge each other. It's about to go down up in that house.
I kind of ship them a little bit.
Marcus and Michelle, she got to go. You need to go back to Tanya because she was still cool with you and still let you eat at the cookout.
True.
Esme... I do think that she might work with Ryan as well. And then with Ben, I think his girlfriend, Kellen, is going to find out about his doings. And then there's still Tyler. That's his name, right? Or is it...
Tyler.
Yeah, Tyler, his frat brother.
Oh,
and remember his little brother died? We don't know if, did Ben accidentally kill his brother? Because remember they kind of looked alike on that first Purge Night from episode 1. So did he accidentally kill his little brother? You don't even know. There's something with that, with Ben and Tyler and Kellen, and one of them or all three of them is going to die. But I'm kind of hoping that, I like to see the girls get kind of gangsta with it, so I'm hoping that Kellen, kind of whips some ass and gives Ben a piece of her mind. Yeah. But those are my far-fetched predictions, but... We have so much about our cast. I know Danny has some news and gossip for us, so let's wrap it up with that.
News and gossip. So this is getting a little bit of crazy here. Okay, we're gonna get crazy.
Ooh, we do.
So the Purge TV series producers forced to cut disturbing child murder scenes in Purge or Treat Halloween Massacre. So originally, the idea was written. The script had children getting purged. Because it was Halloween.
Have you all watched
trick or treating. You know, they go from animals
yes.
to kids. Yes, they have. I mean, it got to happen on Purge Night, right? Everything gets purged.
Yeah,
so he continued. He said it was a little too close to children being involved in the purge. The implication was that obviously this is just beforehand and not during, but it kind of blurs the line a little too much. And so they go on to say that James DeMonaco, which is the creator of the Purge, is very big on children not participating on the Purge, so that got nixed.
Right.
And they took it out, and it was like, that was one thing that we're not going to do.
Right.
Only because, I mean, kids are so impressionable these days,
Right.
even more. I mean, they just get more impressionable and impressionable. Like you know, I see that with kids. But there have been so many movies from the past and even in the 2000s where kids are killing, and it kind of makes, that's what the movie's about. It kind of makes it a good movie. Not that we want to see kids kill, but... For instance, Orphan, where the little girl was killing everybody, like that was a good movie.
Children of the Corn.
Yes, The Good Son with Macaulay Culkin from back in the 90s, and he was killing it. Like, although it's creepy, I mean, there are certain plot topics, and we don't always want to see it, but it's like, if it's a movie about killing, I mean... There's a thin line.
I can see, it's a thin line, and I can see that happening on like a Purge film, like maybe this upcoming Purge film that's coming out next year, but not on television. That's
I get that. Yeah, even USA is going to be a bit much. You know, find some ways around it. You know, have them be like a not a suspect, but like a spy or something.
Because I know that was
Because even like The Wire, the kids were like killing people.
Right.
You know, like I mean,
it happens.
Give or take. So you know, we'll see how that goes.
Yeah,
but thank you for
crazy.
that news.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. So much in store,
Craziness.
so much in tune, and of course, so much to talk about. Let's keep the conversation down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to all of our listeners. We love you. Give us 5 stars.
Spotify.
And of course, you got to follow us. My name is Jamie. You can find me on Twitter at It's Jamie Gray or on Instagram at Jamie Gray. My name is spelled J-A-I-M-I. Get it right. Now, my Caitlin, where can they find you?
What's up, everybody? You can find me everywhere at I am Danny Royce. Also, stay tuned after this. Go to AfterBuzz Drama and we'll talk This Is Us.
That's my show. I
And
love
check
it.
me out on Thursdays. Inside the Black Actor Studio Season 2. We out here.
He's killing it.
Yes, and I'm Ollie Drennan. Follow me on social media at Ollie Dreamer. And thank you guys so much for chatting with us. Cassandra, Dr. Lee, Logan Knight, Nicole. You guys are amazing. And until then, you know,
Purge you later.
See you later. Stay safe.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.